Hey, in this episode of Doc's Boost, we're going to fix some of Shelby's shortfalls. And it's all about the hood pins.
Oh, yeah. Wait, got it.
So what I'm talking about is when you buy hood pins for your Shelby, the hole is straight through, like that. It does not match the contour or shape or angle of the hood. So you have a gap. I had some new pins made to put that at an angle that matches the slope of the hood. So this is what you get in the kit. This is what you really needed from Shelby. Why couldn't they do that from the factory, from the get-go, to save you a lot of frustration? I don't know the answer to that question. Oops, there it went. I don't know the answer to that question, but I did solve the problem. I'm going to show you exactly how that happened and what it looks like before and after. What you have to put up with is you got to turn the Shelby off to the side just so you have a running chance of fitting it nicely into the groove. Now, it looks really bad when you slide the pin in from the front. When you do that, sliding the pin in from the back looks a lot better. It kind of looks almost like it needs to be there, but you still have that gap. See? And if you put the Shelby facing front, it's even more prominent. Let me show you how that looks. You see the gap? It doesn't even come close to laying inside of that groove. So when you put the Shelby insignia, the Shelby in front, the way it's designed to be, you've got this huge gap. I can stick my finger underneath of it. But when you get the pins redesigned, with the 16-degree cut in it, it lays in the groove exactly the way you would expect it to lay in there. And it looks beautiful. Look at that. It's a perfect fit. 16-degree angle is what you're after. Now I got to clean up some of my smudges here. So don't pay attention to the smudges, please. But take a look at the way that pin sits. That is exactly the way it should come from Shelby, and I don't know why they don't do it. So because of that gap, I've seen people put in these hood pins and not even put the lynchpin in place because it looks so bad with that big gap. Or they don't put the pin in and they just have the Shelby plate on top of the hood with a hole and no pin at all. And why would you have to do that, right? So let me show you how to fix that problem. And it's too bad, again, it's too bad that Shelby couldn't give you this in the first place. Starting with the dimensions, the most important one is that 17/64 hole diameter. And that hole is 16 degrees and a downward slope starting a ½ inch from the tip of that pin. There's the round stock that we started with that was slightly oversized. Then we're going to put it in the mill, and turning it with the tool gives you a finished product. There it is, the second one. A lot of crap left over for sure. And then we're going to start rounding out the tip. There's the math that goes into that operation. And each cut goes in a little deeper towards the end of the pin. And a file was used to round it out and make it smooth. Once making it smooth, then it was polished. And you can see one finished pin compared to the other. And there's both finished pins without the hole. 16 degrees is the angle that the hole needs to be drilled at, so getting ready to support the pin at 16 degrees. You have to start with a flat hole first because you can't really drill an angle through a round piece of metal. So drilling it flat and then drilling the hole at 16 degrees at 17/64. There's the finished product. You can't tell that the hole is on an angle on that picture, but maybe a little bit better on this one. And they are now ready for install. So this is the finished job, and they are perfect. You can see that they just lay perfect, just the way you wanted them to lay. It's an amazing difference. All right, now that we got the hood pins in place and they look great, what should we do now? Well, let's go out and celebrate a great job and do a burnout. buddy. All right, that was a great burnout after doing the pin reinstall. So let's just keep this momentum going and watch that video I got picked out for you right down there, especially for you. You're going to enjoy that. I'll see you there in a minute, and thanks for watching.